वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। इस वक्त बारिश चल रही है, खूबसूरत नज़ारे हैं और मैं आया हूं एक मेंशन का दौरा करवाने। आप सबको खुद भी करूंगा, आपको भी करवाऊंगा। ये 300 साल पुराना घर है, तकरीबन 300 साल पुराना है। कोई गलती हो सकती है और उस वक्त भी लाखों डॉलर का खर्चा आया था, क्योंकि इतनी बड़ी ये एरिया है जिसको मैं कहूँगा स्टेट है पूरी, जहाँ ये घर बनाया गया था उन लोगों की जानिब से जो यहाँ के मालिक थे, और उन्होंने बहुत बड़े बिजनेसमैन भी थे और उन्होंने बहुत काम किया था। तो इस घर का टूर कराऊंगा। वैसे तो आपको आजकल जदीद घर पसंद है, लेकिन उस ज़माने में घर कैसे होते थे वो भी आज आप देख लें। तो पहला ये रूम है, एसी चल रहा है।
This is the formal parlor. This is where the Davises would entertain their guests of the same class or higher. It is also where they celebrated holidays and special occasions. Things like Christmas, Easter, weddings, funerals, christenings. Now, on the table there's a picture of Polly Ryan. She is the grandmother to the children who live in this house. She had a house out here on the ranch until 1888, and in 1888 her house burned. So she moved into this house in town so that she could live with her grandchildren and the rest of her family. She lived in this house until 1896, which is the year that she died. All righty. This is Judge Davis. He's the owner of the home. He's not a judge in a courtroom. He's a businessman. They call him judge just as a form of respect. He has 2 banks, a cotton seed oil company, a cotton gin, and several other businesses. Okay, this is his wife, Susan Elizabeth. There's a larger portrait up there on the wall, and they have 3 children. Their oldest is Daisy, and she passes away as a young child. Then there's Mamie, and then there's Bud. When Susan is 29 years old, she gets what they call at the time consumption. It's really tuberculosis, so she knows she's going to die. She had TB, right? TB, yeah. So she gets to pick her husband's second wife. And she does this because she wants to know who's going to be taking care of her children and that her children will receive their inheritance. She chooses her cousin, Belle Ryan. Now, Belle is from Kentucky. She comes to visit often, and she knows the kids know her. Now, this room that you're in right now, this is the gentleman's study. And this is where the men come so that they can smoke, drink, gamble, talk business, talk politics, none of which the ladies want to look at. So, if the doors are shut, they can do those things. If the doors are open, then they need to hide these things. For example, over here we have the tantalus table. It's very tantalizing to the gentleman. If you lift up the sides, the center part goes down into the cabinet, top closes over, and it's just a table. Okay?
So why they were hiding things?
Because the ladies didn't want to look at them, so it was out of respect for their wives and lady friends.
And for the kids as well?
Yes, kids didn't come in this room.
Okay.
Picture here belonged to the family. The lion picture in this room over here. Over here.
Okay.
The dictionary in there belongs to them.
That is a dictionary, English
Yes,
dictionary?
English dictionary, yeah. The bird cage was theirs.
Okay, that is the original one.
Yes, yes. Now this is the ladies' sitting room. This is where the ladies come so they can have tea and dessert. They can also play the pump organ. They can sing, they can sew, they can visit, pretty much whatever they wanted to do. In the evening, children could come in here, and only if there was no company. And what they would do is they would choose a book off the shelf, and everybody in the room, from the oldest person to the youngest person, would read the book out loud so that they could practice their oral reading.
Okay, भाई ये वाले ख़वातीन का रूम था और ये वाले मर्द हजरात का, लेकिन इसके रूल्स थे बहुत सख्त.
Okay, come to the dining room.
The dining area.
Okay, only the adults in the family ate here at this table. The children under 14 had to eat in the kitchen until they learned their manners. They had between 200 and 300 rules of etiquette to learn. 75.
How many?
Between 200 and 300.
Rules.
Yeah, 75 just for the table. They have to know what every piece of china is and how to use it. For example, this is a bone dish where you put your chicken and fish bones. They have to know how to butter their bread, excuse me. They had rules like we have rules today. Don't put your elbows on the table, don't talk with your mouth full, things like that. This right here was a gift from his children to him for Christmas. It is a mustache cup so that he can have drink his hot beverage without getting his mustache messed up.
Okay.
And this cup and saucer is 129 years old.
ये जिनकी बड़ी मूंछें होती थी तो मूंछों में कुछ ना
hang on
लगे
a
तो
second.
इसलिए स्पेशली ये कप बना था और इसकी वजह से मूंछ खराब ना हो तो आप देखेंगे किस तरह का ज़बरदस्त इन्होंने ये डिज़ाइन बनाया था उस टाइम
Ladies,
पे।
okay. Yes, this is where the kids eat.
हेलो सर, ये बच्चों का है।
Okay, this is the kitchen. This is it's very plain, as you can see, and that's because this is a work area. This is where their employees were. They did have employees. They had a cook. She's the only one who lives on property. The others had their own places to live and could walk to work. This right here on the floor is a washing machine. It is hand agitated. So you put your clothes in there, water, soap, and you turn it with your hand. The table is set for the children so they can learn their manners from the nanny. Nanny was the one who knew all the rules. The rectangle there with the stars on it is a butter mold, so you can have stars on your butter, because we as Texans know if it's got a star on it, it's better. The stove is wood burning. Wood goes in on the left. The center is the oven, and the far right is a water reservoir so that they could have hot water all day. There is no indoor plumbing, and there is also no hot water heaters. In the pantry over here is the brown thing with the tall handle is a floor sweeper. The design for that has not changed much over the years. And then next to it, there's a black thing with red handles. That is a vacuum cleaner.
Like inside, handmade, you see the cookies and
ये देखें पुरानी चीज़ें भाई and the 75 around 75 rules were for dining table.
For the dining table, yes.
उस वक्त के रूल्स देखें कि इस टेबल पे बैठने के लिए 75 रूल्स हुआ करते थे। जो वो रूल्स फॉलो करता था वो यहाँ बैठ के खाना खाता था और जिनको रूल्स सिखाने होते थे वो उधर बैठते थे और उन बच्चों के लिए 300 से करीब जो है ना रूल्स हुआ करते थे तो बच्चे वहाँ बैठ के खाना खाते थे और उसके बाद फिर जब बड़े होते थे तो फिर
I'm sorry?
जब बड़े होते थे तो फिर उनको इधर लाते।
You can hold on to the railing. Are they coming up?
यहाँ से जब घर का व्यू देखें तो पूरे हरे भरे खेत नज़र आ रहे हैं। कितना खूबसूरत एरिया है। और यहाँ आप देखें यहाँ से घर इस तरह से नज़र आता है पूरा एरिया और ऊपर आप देख रहे हो धमाके हो रहे हैं।
This belonged to the Judge Davis. It was once some of his favorite, and they are real longhorns.
Made with horns.
Longhorns, yeah. Okay, come on in here.
It's a beautiful room.
Thank you. Okay, this is the master bedroom, and up there in the picture is Mamie and Bud when they were little. In front of the window is where the judge would shave, and then in the pitcher and basin over in the corner, that's where they took their sponge bath morning and evening, and then they would take a full bath once a week. And over here under the bed is the chamber pot for those nighttime emergencies, so you don't have to go out and meet a skunk or a snake or something like that. This is Mamie. And this is her bedroom. This is her fiance, Albert George. These are the two that got married downstairs, the two that built the George house, and the two that the ranch is named after. This room is set up to look like it did when she was 16. For her 16th birthday, she received this bedroom set. Her father hired an artisan in Galveston to hand carve the entire set.
जिस तरह से हमारे पास संदूकें होती थी, इस तरह से यहाँ लकड़ी की संदूकें
Over
हैं।
here in the corner is that's called the lollipop chair because it looks like lollipops on the side. And then
ये सींगों से बनी हुई चेयर्स देखें किस तरह से उस वक्त
Right
ये
in
बनाए
here.
जाते थे।
okay, this is Bud's room, and that's Bud over there on the wall in that picture. And yes, he's wearing a dress, not for fashion, but because he's not potty trained. He has his hair parted in the center to show that he's a boy. And once he's out of diapers, then he can wear shorts with socks that come up to the bottom of the shorts. And when he turns 14, he gets to wear long pants because then he's considered an adult. Grows up, he goes to college, he studies business, comes back and helps his family. Unfortunately, around the age of 43, around the age of 43, he does get tuberculosis and he does pass away like his mother. Okay, this is the guest bedroom, and this is where, if they had family coming into town, this is where the family would stay. If you look at the furniture, it looks like it is made of bamboo, and that is because to the Victorians, if they have things that remind people of Asia, they remind people of Asia, they look wealthy, well-traveled, and well-educated. Now, this is not bamboo, however, it is actually maple carved to look like bamboo. The coverlet on the bed is all hand crocheted, and this little rocking chair back here in the corner did belong to the family. And so I'm sure Mamie and Bud sat in that chair at one point or another.
अब देखें उस वक्त जो यहाँ का ओनर था, यहाँ का मालिक था, वो यहाँ शेव करता था और यहीं से बूट पॉलिश वगैरह करता था। इधर उसका सामान होता था और यहाँ बैठते थे, और इस तरह से हफ्ते में कोई एक दफ़ा वो कंप्लीट नहाते थे क्योंकि उस वक्त शायद कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, लेकिन डेली जो है वो हाफ बाथ करता था, मुंह वगैरह धोते थे। तो ये उनका रूम है। तो अब चलते हैं इधर, चलें। उस वक्त भी ये कारपेट बिछाया करते थे ताकि पाँव स्लिप ना हो या नुकसान ना हो। बहुत ज़बरदस्त किस्म का। थैंक यू, बाय बाय।
You're welcome. Oh yeah, he's right there.
भाई बाहर इतने बड़े धमाके हो रहे हैं कि क्या बता दूं। अब आपको ये वाला हाउस टूर जो इस वक्त जो है ना $1 बिलियन की इसकी मालियत होगी, इतना बड़ा मेंशन है, इसको पूरा उन्होंने घुमाया, किस तरह से इस घर को बनाया गया, क्या क्या उस वक्त चीज़ें ज़रूरत में होती थी वो सब इसमें शामिल की गई। और इतने बड़े,
और दूसरा मैं एक ऐड करूंगा कि जिन लोगों को ये घर था वो सोए हुए हैं सारे।
ये यहाँ से बाहर आप मौसम देखें, ये यहाँ से बैठ के आप पूरे नज़ारे कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ करें। और ये उन्होंने अपने लिए जो घर बनाया था, इसमें 3 दरवाज़े रखे थे, और 3 दरवाज़ों के साथ साथ आप देखें कि हरियाली, घर, ऐसा घर उस वक्त, मतलब अभी तो मेरे ख्याल में लोगों के पास होगा या नहीं होगा, उस वक्त के लिए देखें कि घर के इस बाहर आप यहाँ खड़े होके, बारिश इस वक्त चल रही है, इतना हसीन मौसम हो गया है, ऐसे लग रहा है वाकई आप किसी वादी के दामन में रह रहे हैं और दरख्तों के बीचों बीच यहाँ से पूरा नज़ारा आ रहा है। और तैमूर के मुताबिक जिन लोगों ने अपने लिए ये घर बनाया था अपने सुकून के लिए, वो सामने उनकी कब्रें हैं, वहाँ सो रहे हैं। तो ये वाला आप देखें, ये इनकी ज़िंदगी थी। तो इस तरह से ये सब कुछ हो रहा है। अब ये म्यूज़ियम बन चुका है। घर का टूर हो गया, अभी बारिश चल रही है, धमाके हो रहे हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा बड़े बड़े धमाके। भाई पूरी बिल्डिंग हिल गई थी। अंदर जब हम खड़े थे उस वक्त एक ऐसा धमाका हुआ कि पूरी बिल्डिंग हिल गई। और ये कहते हैं ह्यूस्टन में जब बारिशें होती हैं तो उसमें ये होता है। तो आप उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। अगर पसंद आए तो लाइक शेयर कमेंट ज़रूर करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू सो मच, और फिर मिलेंगे किसी नई वीडियो में।